Hi, I'm Hans Wilhelm. Today I will share some insights into the very sensitive topic of abortion. The views on abortion are very polarized, but once we look at the big picture, what is life? Why are we here? What is our purpose here on earth? It becomes much easier to understand the topic of abortion.
As I have outlined in my other videos, the spiritual progress and development of a soul in the spiritual worlds, also called the purification spheres, can be very slow and painful. But to speed up our return home, the All-Spirit, God, has given us a divine gift or opportunity to spend a short lifespan as a human being here on earth. During this time, we can clear up our karma much faster and less painful. So life on earth is a schooling and a tremendous privilege. It is God's very precious gift to each one of us. Once we, as a soul, in the spiritual worlds have decided to accept God's gift, we go through a careful planning session with our guardian spirits before we incarnate. During this planning session, we are discussing and considering the best possible life challenges for our spiritual growth in the upcoming life on earth. Look at my video, Life Before Birth. In addition, we may even agree with other souls to join us in our future life as our parents, children, or even as our adversaries to challenge us. This is a very complicated construct, and we often have to wait for the right moment when other very significant souls in our life have also incarnated. This can sometimes take long periods of time until everything perfectly comes together, and the moment is just right for us to incarnate. In addition, we naturally have to find the perfect parents who correspond with our own spiritual vibration and with whom we usually still have karmic ties. So an awful lot of planning goes into the preparation of each single birth or incarnation. When we have found the right parents to be, we may reside around them well before conception. At the moment of conception, we are connected with our future parents by a so-called band of radiation. From time to time, we may inhabit the developing body in the mother to try it out or to make final adjustments. Naturally, we are very excited about this opportunity to enter a new life here on earth. So, if the pregnancy is suddenly disrupted with an abortion, all the preparations, our hopes, our anticipations, all our soul contracts with other souls, the opportunity to atone for our soul burdens, they all come to a crushing halt. That is usually a very painful experience for us as a soul. In some cases, the aborted soul will have the opportunity to enter the body of the mother at her next pregnancy. Or it can also be born to someone else in the family circle, so that the soul will then have the opportunity to interact with the other souls it had agreed to meet in this lifetime and with whom it has karmic ties. Strictly speaking, an abortion is a violation against the law of love, against life, because the embryo was kept alive by the life force of the mother. And it is a violation against the freedom of the soul whose life plan has been abruptly cancelled. But any resulting karma also depends on our motivation, our intention. For instance, have we done the abortion so that we can continue our carefree lifestyle and don't have to be bothered with the upbringing of a child? Or was it a serious medical reason that made us abort the fetus or embryo? Or did somebody else force us to have the abortion? There's also the chance that we have broken a soul contract with the incoming soul that wanted to be our child in this lifetime and with whom we have to clear up karma. You see, there is so much that we simply cannot know, but which can have an effect on our karmic burden. However, the good news is that there is somebody who knows everything and to whom nothing is hidden. That is God, our Father within us. Another word for God is love, the selfless, unlimited, unconditional, and all-inclusive love. God's only desire for us is to return back to Him and to our original perfect state of being. Through Christ's act of redemption, our karmic burden can be more speedily transformed if we feel true repentance and ask for forgiveness and change our way of life. Therefore, a deep prayer or conversation with God or Christ, whoever we feel closer to, can truly make all the difference in our life. We can learn from life experience and know that we are never given more than we can handle. When we feel true repentance, chances are that God or Christ will then connect with the aborted soul and, if necessary, raise its vibration so that the soul will be more willing to fully forgive us. Once the forgiveness has been granted, God's mercy can then eliminate the karmic burden. The surrender to and the direct communication with God or Christ could be the relief many are looking for. When we truly open our heart to divinity, we may also feel God's answer through the peace that may embrace us. Let us also remind ourselves that in everything is also the positive, even in this situation. What have we learned? What have we recognized in ourselves? What have we given over? How will we act next time? When we affirm the good and move it in us, then we experience the help of the All-Spirit, God.
We often forget that the incoming soul is totally aware of everything that's going on. Newborns and even unborn souls have an amazing awareness and memories. Therefore, we can always communicate with a soul who wishes to become our son or daughter. For many years, Elizabeth Garman and Dr. Neil Garman have collected stories from children remembering birth, the womb, conception, heaven, choosing parents, and so on. Some of you may find great comfort and insight in their latest book, Babies Are Cosmic. It also speaks about abortion, miscarriage, and stillbirth. I sincerely hope that this video has been of some help.